new document in Inkscape and save it. After you've done that, you will need to note your stitch and your row counts. For this example, I will use 20 stitches by 30 rows, set to a gauge of 5 stitches per inch. Now this is a little easier in the latest version of Inkscape than it was in the previous version. I'm going to go to Extensions, Render, Cartesian Grid. Now, a few notes. You do not use any subdivisions, and so you want to set all of your major subdivisions to 1. And then you want to make sure that your subdivisions per subdivision is also set to 1. And so come down about halfway and repeat that for your Y axis. Make sure that's all 1. Now, the major X divisions right here is your stitch count. So mine's going to be 20. Then come down and your major Y divisions is your row count, 30. Now to set my actual grid, what I will be doing is I'm going to adjust this spacing right here so that I will have a rectangular grid as opposed to the square grid that you will get by default. And this, what I will do is I will set this to 18 pixels per subdivision. Actually, well, per major division really for this. Then I'm going to come down and I'm going to set my Y to 12. Now I'm going to adjust my thickness for my lines. I'm going to set this to 1. I'm going to set this also to 1 pixel because you want these to be equal to this one. Or your vertical lines will be thicker or skinnier than your horizontal lines. And then I'm going to adjust my border because I like that to be thicker than my major divisions, but not quite as thick as 3 pixels, so I like to go about 2 for that. For these, I find that anything over 1.5 pixels is too thick, but feel free to play with it and just kind of see what really works for you. So now I'm going to check through this real quickly. And then I'm going to click Apply. And now I have a nice grid. And you can see this is actually the rectangular grids that you have for stockinette stitch.